This film is not yet rated.
I would say semi. I feel kind of guilty about that, but that's the truth. I felt frustrated because I feel like even though every vote counts, it doesn't feel like that.
Probably not every year.
I have not missed an election since in my entire adult life.
I think it's a problem that people don't vote. It's an indication, in my mind, it's an indication that people don't trust their government. My grandparents and even my parents, their generations, voted in huge numbers, huge numbers, because they believed in their government and they thought their government actually was an honest organization that could help society. Today, young people tend to be way more cynical. They tend to vote way less. And it's young people, I'm referring to like 35-year-olds too, and even 40-year-olds. That group, Generation Y and all those modern generations, they really are cynical about what the government can do, and as a result, they don't vote.
I think sometimes candidates for election are trustworthy, and sometimes I think they are not.
Not always.
No, they can't be trustworthy during their election. They're just trying to get elected.
And do you feel like this is one of the reasons why you don't vote?
There is a lack of trust in our leadership, and that they cannot lead properly. But yeah, it is frustrating because it does feel like it's almost too big to be too big of a power that we have such a little voice, and it's frustrating because I don't feel like we make that impact.
Ask for this radio and television time tonight for the purpose of announcing that we today have concluded an agreement to end the war and bring peace with honor in Vietnam and in Southeast Asia.
Raise taxes and I'll say no, and they'll push and I'll say no, and they'll push again and I'll say to them, read my lips.
The objective has got to be to make sure America is the best place in the world to get health care, that we're the most innovative country, that we encourage doctors to stay in practice, that we are...
No, your taxes go up. Yes, you get a tax cut. Which way do you think Congress should vote? It's pretty simple.
And here's the difference between romantics and so-called practical people. I wanted every young American to say to themselves, I could be one of those 13,000. I could be a pioneer. I need to study science and math and engineering.
I totally think my individual vote matters.
Yes, probably less so when it comes to certain elections like the federal election in California, where our vote for certain candidates is sort of a given, but certainly in local elections I think it does. And in initiatives, I definitely think it does.
Okay.
Yes.
The answer that I give to that question, that really important question, is I think the government could educate people better. In other words, we could put more money in schools. Because the more educated people are when they come out of high school and when they come out of college, the more likely they are to vote. And all the statistics show it. So the more money we put into education, the more people get educated about what's going on in their world, the more likely they're going to participate. The stronger our government's going to be, the better laws we're all going to